You're listening to the Stay Sore Podcast.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Stay Sore Podcast. I'm your host, Bo Skitsko, and today we're going to talk about 3 simple fitness tips, unconventional tips that you probably haven't heard of. If you start using them, you will most probably get something out of it. But the first one is going to be a little funny, the second one is going to be somewhat scientific, and the third one is going to be weird but very useful. So let's get started. Tip number 1. Let's say you want to change your physical appearance, your body composition, right? So, for example, you're a guy who's too skinny, wants to gain some weight, some muscle, or the opposite, you maybe have too much and you want to lose some fat. Maybe you're a girl and your hips are getting a little too wide, your tummy is starting to stick out a little too much, belly button is getting a little too deep. There's a simple tip how to keep you motivated and on track. Again, I said it might be a little funny. So, what you do is, and it actually works, what you do is, for the sake of this example, a girl wants to lose weight. You take a picture in a 2-piece bikini. Yes, I said it. You take a picture in a 2-piece bikini, no matter how uncomfortable that is. You print it out. You go to your refrigerator because we know changing your physical appearance, your body composition, has almost everything to do with nutrition. So you go to your refrigerator, get that picture, open the door, and stick it up underneath and behind your refrigerator light. Every time you go to the refrigerator to do something you shouldn't do, you open the door and that 2-piece bikini picture that you probably don't like because obviously you want to change it, we just discussed that picture lights up right into your face. How's that for motivation? So let's say you live with a roommate or you have kids running around. Obviously, you don't want them to be traumatized and have a weird relationship with food in the refrigerator. So the next possible scenario would be take that picture and put it on your phone screensaver. Not the superficial one where you put your password in because everyone can see that. The underneath one, once you put your password in, so you can always have it in front of you. It's going to be like, what is that called? Negative reinforcement. It seems to work pretty well with a lot of people. If you keep seeing the thing you don't want to see, well, number one, if you're not willing to change, you're just going to get used to it. So, and you probably have to because that's you. But it can actually motivate you to not grab that snack out of the refrigerator and so on. So you can go the positive route and put motivational pictures up, a body that you like, some girl or some guy that looks the way you would like to look. But honestly, as positive as it sounds and not as hurtful as the other one, it seems like it doesn't work as well for most people that I work with or I've heard about or heard of because you look at it and then all of a sudden you go, that's so unachievable. There's no way I'm going to look that way. I don't have the genetics or whatever it is. And then you end up sticking the spoon into your chocolate ice cream inside the refrigerator without even taking the container out of the refrigerator. So what I'm trying to say is it sounds a little negative, sounds a little scary, but give it a try. It's actually going to kill your mental butt and help you stay on track. Okay, enough. Number 2, this one is going to be about shoes and feet. Yes, some of you are maybe too much into that, but shoes and feet. When you do your heavy lifts, just try for a few workouts. When you do your heavy lifts, take your shoes off and stay in your socks. I mean, if you're at home, maybe even barefoot, if you have a home gym, and just lift without shoes. I mean heavy lifts, not running, because there's so much evidence and scientific research and stuff. You will have a better neurological connection, like pushing your feet into the floor, having stability, because shoes have all those soft supports and arches and all that stuff. You can put your foot flat into the floor when you do your heavy squats, your heavy deadlift. You can spread your toes for a wider base of support, more stability, and you can feel the floor and push off of it with way more stability. When you have a quote-unquote comfortable running shoe like a tennis shoe or something, it's too soft, it's too wobbly. Your squats and deadlifts, maybe even your heavy overhead presses, gonna be less stable because it's gonna be too soft and too wobbly. Imagine you stand on concrete. How stable are you? Now imagine you're standing on a trampoline. How stable are you? See what I'm saying? So all powerlifters and most strongmen, people that lift really heavy weights, they have very, very flat shoes with no supports, no arches, just flat as close to the floor as possible. And even more so, if you can, you get a shoe that has a wide toe box where you can spread out your toes. So your heel is really stiff, like really narrow shoe. And then towards the toes, it's wider so you can spread your toes. But honestly, just lifting your socks with your heavy lifts, not your jump ropes, not your running, not your other stuff, just the heavy main compound lifts, barefoot. Just a quick tip. You can thank me later. So, and vice versa. If you go running, don't run in like your Chuck Taylor shoes, those Converse shoes. Run in soft shoes because there's so much beating and impact to each step that you need the soft shoe to cushion your feet and your joints. There's so many little moving bones in your feet, and then it goes up your knee and stuff. So heavy lifts, flat, stiff shoe or no shoe at all, even better. And then your just general workout and ponytail swinging stuff, that's with a somewhat softer shoe, okay? I hope that really helps. And if you want more health and fitness and mindset tips, if you're listening to this, follow the podcast. If you're watching it on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. There's going to be so much more and better. And as always, you know me, sarcastic information coming out. So let's keep going. All right, number 3 is Pavlov's classical conditioning, sort of. If you don't know what that is, many years back, there was a guy, Pavlov, who did this research. He would put out food to dogs and ring a bell. And after a while, every time he would do that, dogs would build up that subconscious connection between the bell and the food. And one day he would not put out the food, but ring the bell still. And the dogs would start salivating and drooling because they would associate the ringing of the bell with food. So these connections can be very strong, and understanding that, we can use those for our benefit. When it comes to fitness, especially heavy lifting, we can do that as well. We can get our nervous system, our hormonal system, our muscles, we can get everything ready for the heavy lift or for the intense just workout, whatever it is, your boot camps, your long distance running, you can adapt that idea. And let me give you some examples. Have you ever seen those big power lifters, strong guy, before they get ready for a heavy lift? They would like start grunting or slapping each other on the back or something. And they do this every time, and then your body starts like that intense feeling, that aggressiveness. Your body would start getting used to that heavy lift. And then your nervous system is ready to fire. It's ready. Okay, let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, you start grunting. Or there's other situations. Why is it that you start building up saliva in your mouth when you, or a hunger sensation when you see a commercial with pizza, right? So that same thing goes for the gym as well. For example, some people, when they go to the gym, they sit in the car for 5 minutes before going to the gym and listen to their favorite jam. That gets your kind of mind and body ready. Okay, it knows, it builds that habit, and then it knows it's time to kick some butt. So we can look at that at a macro level, getting ready for the workout itself. For example, my clients don't know that, but I'm going to give you a little secret. They always do the same warm-up. If I know something specific needs to get warmed up, I do the same workout plus a little extra thing to whatever it is that the workout is going to be. But without them knowing that, doing those few main movements I make them do, they warm up for the workout, and their mindset, their hormones, their nervous system is getting ready for the workout, because subconsciously the body will associate that warm-up with, okay, it's time to go. We are about to do something intense here. So have that little habit and routine that sets you up for that particular thing. I had some strong girls here. They just wanted to get stronger and potentially compete in powerlifting meets and powerlifting competitions. They had like a little like dance before their heavy lift, before the squat or something, like a little silly thing they did. That got them into the right mindset. So come up with something that works for you and on the macro level for the whole workout, or micro level right before something really intense you're about to do. Have like maybe a stretching routine you do before a long run, or like a little warm up before you lift or before your boot camp class or whatever you're gonna do. That sets you up to be ready. So before your workout or before your like very intense one exercise that you're getting ready for, have like a little habit, a little routine you can use to get ready mentally and physically, like your hormones and your nervous system, that they know it's about to go down. All right, I hope you got something out of it. 3 unconventional, funny, but also serious tips. Stay sore, stay awesome. See you in the next one.